And we are live. So, are we live, guys? Can you hear me? Uh, oh, okay, so we're live. And we are live. So, it's customer. We will start once people get in. Let's see Discord for a second. Yeah, I think we're live, yeah. All right. So anyone? Live reaction. Hello. Yo, Captain. Put the fries in the bag. Hey, Jizz. Jizz TV. That's actually funny. So, shall we start or what? All right, so what we are going to do today is actually very simple. We are going to start with reviewing the chapter. We are going to go over it. This is a very special chapter because of what Isigi did. And it actually split the fandom once more. And this is something I'm tired of. So we are going to put an end to it today. We are going to talk about why this goal makes sense and why it is kind of like Nagi. Yeah, he copied Nagi, so what? All right. All right, so people are joining in. Okay, that's perfect. Let's start. So the chapter picks up straight from the previous. We see Isagi going on the counterattack, and Anri is shocked. And I'm like, at this point, why? I understand Kuso here being shocked, but Anri, you know the guy. You know he's not gonna give up at any moment. So I don't know why she's shocked. But she's Anri, so we can't get angry on her or whatever. So he goes, and Kuso is the first one to notice. And this is a bummer for me because he ended up doing nothing in this game. I really, really got hyped up for him. Like we all thought, oh yeah, yeah, we expected a goal. I don't know, it's not. We will get to the goal. I don't want to. I don't want to spoil something here because Isigi did something similar to this, and I don't know why people are saying this is out of his league or whatever. In any case, let's carry on. So as I was saying about Kuso, I really am bummed out about him. I expected Unazi to fail and Kuso to be the one to do something. But he ended up doing nothing. He actually one of the him and Bello did absolutely nothing. Oppo was great on defense and Unazi tried a lot on offense. But Kuso, he had one pass that mattered, but the rest don't really. So I don't know. I'm really bummed out about him. What do you guys think about his performance? I think his design was way too cool for him to do nothing like this. Then again, he looks like Yuki Miya, so maybe it's the glasses thing. The writer hates people with glasses, so I don't know. In any case, so Kuso says, is he for real? Trying to score another point now? And the announcer goes wild. Here comes a counterattack. So he gives the ball to Rin. And Rin, of course, says, I'm not satisfied, and he tells him, come on. And this is what when I was reading the spoilers earlier, oh no, not earlier, yesterday, yeah. When I was reading the spoilers, I really loved this. Because if you remember back, hold on, let me open another one. Because if you remember, ever since they played together, since the beginning, since the third, or no, since the third selection, it was the third selection. It always was Rin in the lead. Hold on, I think it's around here. Should be this chapter maybe. So yeah, Shido gives him the ball. Yeah, so let's go Rin. And then it's always Rin in the lead, and Isagi is the one circling him. And the same thing happened in the U20 game. However, I feel like things changed right now. Give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. That was the wife. In any case, so as I said, this happened in the U20 game. It always was. Yeah, I think next is France. Yeah. Yeah, so it always was Rin in the lead, but now it's different. I don't think Rin is following Isigi, but they are equal, and I love this about like Blue Lock. It shows progression. It shows progression. And by the way, this will like the writer will do this once more, but we will get to that. So the defenders are panicking, stop him dead and whatever, and good luck with that. I mean, at this point, you're shit. All of you are shit, with the exception maybe Onazi and Obo. All of this team is shit. In any case, next he actually gives the ball to Karasu, and I love this because Karasu tells him, "Yep, a real harsh taskmaster." So he calls him a taskmaster, which is weird. I don't know, but like he carries on telling him, "Show me what you can do, Demon King." And then read this. Nice wedge, extraordinary. He calls Karasu extraordinary. And if you remember in the third selection, it was Karasu who kept calling. Hold on. Yeah, it was Karasu who kept calling him mediocre and Mr. Ordinary. And so like Isigi came a long way from those days. Like I just love it. I just love progression like this. And by the way, I don't like Isigi that much. He's not like my favorite character or anything. But we understand like the story needs to move, and because he is the focal point of the story, I just love to see progression like this. With simple hints like a simple text here, I don't know, it makes me feel nostalgic for those days, but at the same time, look at our boys, how much they grew, and I don't know, it's really good. Then of course, Isigi gives it to the MVP of the game, and this is something we gotta talk about. So Bachira has 3 assists and a goal. He was involved in all of the goals being scored in this game. If he doesn't take the MVP and his value doesn't skyrocket, I don't know what the writer is doing. Like this guy was so insane in this game, it's not even funny. Yeah, so to answer your question, Edit. So I don't think the game needs to I don't need the show needs I don't want the show to end after the U20 World Cups. It would be really bad because, and I've said this before in like the previous live, we've still got Isigi versus Noah, and we've still got Baro versus Snuffy, and then we've still got Prince who wants to take revenge on Isigi. And so there are a lot of missing links here. I don't think it will end in the U20 World Cups, but I don't know. The problem is, if the writer pushes it towards the real World Cups and without skipping anything, Blue Lock might end up the next One Piece. It might end up with like, I don't know, like 1100 chapters or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I understand the bids are over. I'm just saying like his value overall skyrockets. Like his value as a player, not like to the clubs or anything. So let's carry on with the chapter. We can discuss everything after it. So Bachira tells him Roger and whatever, he dribbles past. Now something weird here, by the way. Bachira could have scored actually. With the defenders being on Isigi and Rin, like Bachira could have dribbled past anyone and scored. But and this is why it's if you remember in the second selection when Bachira became true to himself, he no longer needs anyone. But if you present a play that is exciting enough for him, he would actually go for it. And Isigi here definitely presented that by passing the ball to Bachira, he is going to do something amazing. And so he can't help but want to see that as well. That's the reason I think why Bachira did not go for it. That's the reason why I think he did not go for the goal. He did not go for the goal himself. And I love this because the writer is keeping up their personalities right. He's not doing it as if like they're giving up on their like dreams. Rin still wants to score, but Bachira, because the way he thinks, he wants to see what Isigi is like. He wants to see what Isigi is trying to do, and it all gets confirmed here. Kuso thinks that Isigi is about to score, so he tells them that they need to watch out for him. However, Bachira tells him that that's too shallow. If Isigi wanted to score, he would have just went through everyone with Rin and ended up taking another goal. However, the fact that he gave the ball back to Bachira, meaning yeah, just breathe. It's a little stressful for me. I don't know why. Like I've always had a thing with public speaking, so you gotta level with me. Yeah, so as I said, because Isigi gave the ball to him, Bachara immediately. Oh, by the way, I just noticed this. Look at this. It says Mikage here. It's like it's being sponsored by Ryo's family. In any case, as I was saying, Isigi doing this means that he wants to do something flashy, and so Bachara can't help but like want to see that. That's why he did not dribble and then score anything. And by the way, as Ren and Isigi are going up the field, you can see Bello right here, and you can see someone right here, which I think it will get revealed to be Kuso. And we will talk about what Kuso and Onaze did in this chapter, because I'm not going to lie, they suck. In any case. So Bachara continues to say what I just said. He is asking for something else. And Bachara says, I hear you. And because we see the aura eyes, this means that Bachara is definitely excited. He gives him a backspin pass, which reminds me of, like, if you remember Charles, it's Charles's thing with like the backspin that goes way high. And here we reach the goal. So the defense of this team is like non-existent. Not only did Isigi break through everyone, but Ren also did. So it's really looking bad. However, they are trying to salvage it. Starting with, of course, Kuso. Yeah, well, we'll talk about it actually. That's a very interesting point. Like, how would Rin and like Baro cope with being number one? We will talk about it. Let's finish the chapter first. In any case, so the pass comes to Isigi between certain defenders, and Onaze is also here. Now, watch this, and this is where it starts. Watch this, and this is where it starts to get really trippy with these two. Watch how Obo is actually engaging Rin, and how Bello is way close to him. But look at what Kuso is doing. So, I don't know, like, you think a guy who has like a direct shot as his signature move, you think staying away from him is the correct move? Like, that's what went in his head, staying away from Isigi? That made no sense whatsoever. And I feel like it shows how bad of a defender he is. He doesn't know what to do in order to stop Isigi. If you remember in the Ubers game, for example, in the PXG game, what Rin tried to do is actually stay on Isigi and not give him any space. That's the way to stop this guy. It's not like what they're doing, like they're not even engaging him. And they have the nerve to say, we'll stop you, Isagi Yoichi. And this is double infuriating because Onaze himself knew what to do before. He knew that he needs to engage Isigi. Hold on. So in chapter 314, give me a second. Yeah, in chapter 314, if you remember, part 2, he actually was way too close to him. And even still, that was not good enough. And look at this. He is engaging him physically. But now he's giving him all the space he likes. I don't know what this is. I don't know what they're doing. In any case, so oh my god, they are so bad that Isigi had the time to turn without engaging them physically. He's not putting his hands on them whatsoever. And then of course, like, what they're gonna do? If you give Isigi the freedom he needs, what they are going to do? They cannot stop him at this point. And so, I don't know, this defendant was horrendous. I feel like if Obo was here, maybe it would have been different and Isigi wouldn't pull this move. Like, he pulled this move specifically because they gave him so much freedom. I think Isigi would have done something different and maybe score, but like, this is way too bad. And by the way, and we will get to this, he right here is not copying Onaze as he thinks. I know he thinks that he is copying his turn, but his reverse trap or whatever, but this is definitely Nagi. He is copying Nagi. Yo, Rasta, how are you? Yeah, but that doesn't matter. The point is, what I'm saying, sure, if they engaged him, maybe he could have scored with a different way. But like, this is horrendous defending. This is so bad. It's not like they were doing their best to stop him and he scored still, right? This is really bad. They're giving him so much space. I don't know why. And as I said, this is not Onaze's move because look at this. Kuso immediately says, it's not in mid-air. It's a ground pass variant modified for himself. And the only reason he is saying this because they did not see Nagi and what he did. And here I will show you what Nagi actually did. If we go way like early on in Blue Lock, in like the first selection, and I know you have to deal with it, guys, because no, it's before Ring gets introduced. I think. Which game is this? Yeah. The Scorpion. I don't remember which chapter, but we will get to it. I think it is after Ryo gets completely killed off by Raichi, or is it after? I don't remember, but we will see. Give me a second so I can look it up. Yeah, so this is Raichi. He tells him, "No, that's the foul." Okay. The score. It's not here. Do you guys know what chapter it is? Tsunagi. Okay. Okay, yeah, so he gets excited here. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. Because here he does something. Maybe... And by the way, there are a lot of people that are saying Isagi now is on Nagi's level when it comes to like air plays, but look at this. The guy is on a whole different level. It was never a debate. I think it happened earlier. I'm not sure though. Maybe chapter 27. So his score... No. So he definitely... This is a different goal, okay? Yeah, so... Oh, it's not this one, right? God damn. I think it is this one. So he blocks it, I think... So he traps it like this. Yeah, but then Nagi does a different move, but it is this one, where like he traps it to the side, and then... Yeah, this one. Yeah, we'll get to the Menshine. I will get to it in a second. Don't worry, guys. So he traps it and then he turns and shoots. And watch this. Ikaguri is like giving him all the space he needs. Him and Raichi are way far to do anything. And it's the same here. Look at this. They're not even engaging him physically. Look at this. It's so infuriating that they are this bad. I don't know how they became African champions. I don't know. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. And you can see it is kind of the same move. You can see, look at this. And so he kicks the ball like this. And then, so obviously Nagi here turned overhead, but like Isagi turned to the side, but it is kind of the same move. Then Nagi actually does the same thing in the Manshine City game, which you will see the bastard defenders are actually much better at defending. And you will get to see it. I don't remember when was it. I think here it is around, yeah, so this is where the game starts. I think Yukimiya stops him in this. So it definitely is after Chigiri's goal. So I think it should be around here maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so I think it is no, this is the juggling shot. Yeah, so maybe before it. So I know Chigiri scored here, right? Yeah, so Chigiri scored in this chapter. Then, yeah, of course, Isagi tries with Kuruna, and so it's nice. Definitely after. Okay, give me a second. So he stops him, he goes for Nagi. Yeah, this is... Look at this. So you can see the defender in here. Look at this. They're engaging him, they are holding him, and still they could not stop him. So, you mean to tell me they call this as a defender? They're completely giving him all the space he needs. Look at this. He is not even holding them, while Nagi needed to hold Birkenstock and Ali. Like, the difference is so astonishing and it's infuriating. So yeah, here he actually traps it. Unlike Isagi where he actually flicks it like Nagi did in the first selection. But here he actually stops it and does this like little dribbling thing. Yeah, so... But like, it is the same move, but you can see the difference in defending. This is a total different, like, look at this. They're engaging him physically. This is what you should do. You should not give him any space. And by the way, the thing I like, if you watch what Obo did, if we go back, where is he? Wait, where is he? Wait, is it missing a panel? Yeah, I don't know why I did not see it. Yeah, well, they're not goated like Ubers or anything, but they are good enough. Like compared to this shit, they are good enough. And by the way, look at Obu here. He is engaging Rin because he understands you should not give him any space. Even Bello is way too closer than this idiot. Look at what Kuso is doing. The guy's giving him like 3 meters leeway. Like 3 meters? What you gonna do? And what infuriates me the most is actually Isigi is known for his direct shot. So why are you this far? Like why? Why are you this far? In any case, so Isigi here turns and does like, I don't know what to call it by the way. It's like a volley or whatever. So he does this volley. And by the way, this looks a lot like the U20 game. Yeah, African champions, right? What a joke. This looks a lot like the U20 game, and it is a nod to that because he promised Japan that he would give them a U20 World Cup win, and now he is leading and doing it. So, and then, okay, so let's carry on with the chapter and then talk about this goal specifically. But yeah, by the way, we need to actually talk about this. Don't win by accident. Don't win by accident. Make victory inevitable. But don't get trapped by a formula. Don't get trapped by a formula you created before. But wait, he said something more, all right? I don't know. Bet on all of it. Your thinking, your unknown pleasure, your curiosity in yourself. Bet on all of it. So yeah, a reverse rapid side shot volley. Yeah, so it is a volley. Keeping the status quo by sticking to plans, screw that. Living on the battlefield means testing myself over and over again. Your soccer isn't enough for me anymore. So what he is saying here, right here, is you need to always keep pushing. If you want to be the #1 striker in the world, you need to always keep pushing. And here you can't tell me he did not. Oh, by the way, how could I forget? He actually was shit talking to Ego. Your soccer isn't enough for me anymore. Ego Jinpachi. What the hell is this translation? Ego Jinpachi. So, oh yeah, it's Jinpachi Ego. Yeah, it's correct. So here he was trash talking to Ego, and we will talk about it in a second. Let's first carry on with what he is saying. He is saying that you shouldn't get stagnated in any level you achieve. This is what killed Nagi's momentum. He got stagnated. Like he got stagnated in the five stages volley and never improved. And this way of thinking is definitely that of actually Noel Noah. Much like MVP says here, it is definitely Noel Noah's way of thinking. And we can actually get to the chapter. I think it was 281. No, yeah, it was 281, I think. What is it? I think it's the one before. Yeah, it is the one before. Maybe 1 or 2 before this one. Sakamoto days. Yeah, we will talk about prediction after we finish with the chapter. Okay, no, it's actually way before. So maybe, oh yeah, it's 278, I think. Yeah, so he stops him. They go for like, yeah, this one. I want to be even stronger. This is like the world's best, and he still wants to always get stronger. He still wants to always improve. And so Noah even stronger, like this is Noah's true ego. And hold on, he will talk. Yeah, he will talk in the next chapter about it. So all I've done is try to express the lifestyle of a striker, completely, perfectly, and so he says instinctually. So he is proving that he is a genius, completely, perfectly, and instinctually. Being the world's best is simply a result of that. So he doesn't care about the title because he is a genius, and right now the biggest threat is obviously Loki. In the future, after I've settled things with him, come try to surpass me, Kaiser. So this is what Isigi is doing. He is trying to tell them, do not get stagnated in your current level. This is like, don't get trapped by a formula you created before. Keep on pushing. You need to keep on pushing. This is the best guy in the world. and he is still keep on pushing. So Isigi right here is doing the right thing, and he is copying Noah. Sure, he challenged him and whatnot, but he is copying Noah's mentality for sure. Now, one thing I don't like is this actually, him trash talking to Ego. I feel like this look from Ego is like he's not angry, he's just watching him grow. And I feel like Isigi needs to be humbled. I don't know, just for this, he needs to be humbled. And judging by the fact that the next game is against France, well, bro, you know he's going to get his ass handed to him by Loki and Charles. Well, hold on. Well, actually, you see, so Noah could have tried the talented learner approach because, as I said in my previous live, he has a lot of talented learner's traits. But like, I think it's the same as Rin because he is such a genius that even acting like a talented learner actually gives him a level of success. If you remember, Rin was copying his brother, who is a talented learner. Yet he still was dominating. That's how much of a genius he is. And so I actually think this theory could be true, yeah. In any case, so as I said, with this shit talking, I feel like Ego's look says it all that you need to be humbled, man. And this is the guy who was crying 50 days ago, if you remember. What was it? I think it was 280. Like it was the one after this. So he gets frustrated with Loki's speed and whatnot, and then Noah tells him you ain't shit. Yeah. Noah tells him you ain't shit. So this is the guy who's talking all this shit, like he's crying right here. Then 2 months in the future, he finds a weak opponent and he is talking all this shit. Come on, man. Like, I'm all for your progression and whatnot, but come on. And then the scream here is actually similar to the U20 game. And it's a nod to the game again, as I said, like he told them that we are going to win it, and he is proving it right here. Of course, Bajra comes, Corona and Raichi, his friends from Bastard, and his first friend in Blue Lock. In any case, so what do I think of this chapter? I think it's a 10 on 10. Like, everything about it is perfect. No, Isigi was crying. Like, he was crying. Yeah, he was crying. Wait, was it sweat? No. Oh, yeah, it could be sweat. Yeah, it could. I don't know. I felt like he always cried here. I don't know. I think, hold on. Let me see. Let me see in the next panel. No, I think it's the previous one. Is it here? No, I think it's the one before. Like he definitely got to the point where he wanted to cry, but like I always thought those were tears, but I don't know. So hold on. Stops him. He uses him. Yeah, it is sweat. I think it is sweat, right? Yeah, it is sweat. I always thought he cried, huh? Yeah, it is sweat. I thought he cried twice. Like here, a tear fell, and then there. Okay, so okay, my bad, man. My bad. He's not a crybaby. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, there is no water under his eyes. That's actually true. Hold on, let me see it. So wait, no, it's the chapter before it. Yeah, there is no water here actually. Yeah, there is no water. Actually, hold on, let me show you guys something. I think I got confused by an art which I love. Yeah, this one. It's by Zoo on Twitter. Yeah, and he is drawing it like he has tears, so I think I got confused by it, yeah. He drew it as if he had tears. Yeah, he's not a crybaby yet. I love that. Crybaby Isigi died in the second selection. I actually love that. Yeah, it is fan arts. Yeah, fan arts that made him cry. So I got confused by them. Yeah, so yeah, I got confused by it. In any case, so he was not crying, but he still hit rock bottom here. For a guy like 50 days ago, come on, man. Like you talking shit to Ego that quickly. I feel like he is going to get humbled by Loki again. Especially because they are going to face France twice, they need to lose the next game. In fact, let's actually. No. First, let's talk about Isagi's goal. Let's talk about Isagi's goal. So, a lot of people said that this is something Isagi could never do before. And I'm like, why? The guy has always. I think just because he's average in the world of Blue Lock doesn't mean he is an insane striker. For example, I'll give you. So everyone thinks that Isagi. So like everyone thinks Isagi cannot dribble, but that's not true. Isagi dribbled many times, and he is good at it. He's just not like Bachira or Sai. That's like I need you guys to make this distinction. Hold on, there is. I think it was 260. No, I think it's the one. I don't know. I don't remember. So hold on. This is what he did. He stops. Okay, so he falls. Yeah, it's the one before. Okay, 262. So Kunigami is dominating. Kaiser is trying to go for Isagi, and look at this. Yeah, look at this. So he slides and Isagi lifts the ball. He's always been insane at dribbling, and this is not the first time. I'll show you another example. But like, people think just because he's not Bachira or Lorenzo or whatever, like they think he cannot dribble or cannot like shoot or he's not agile. The guy is a top tier athlete. He's just not like Kunigami or anything in the air, but like he is still a top tier athlete. Although there is another instance where he dribbled past Bachira. I think it was in the last chapter. I don't remember. I think it was in the last or before last chapter of the first NEL game. Hold on. No, it's definitely before this, before the volume. So it is. Okay, so yeah, Isagi steals it. Yeah, look at this. He dribbles so easily past Bachira. Like, it's as if he's nothing. I don't know. So, okay, so I want to talk about ranking real quick before we move forward. I don't do rankings because I do a lot of matchups. And if I do a ranking, that means I would like all the matchups are done. And I don't want to do that. I want to give time to each matchup and explore it and do videos on it. That's why I don't do rankings. In any case, so you can see, like, he's not Chigiri in Manshine. He can't dribble this like Bachira, for example, but he is good. He's not like weak or anything. And this actually has been the case since chapter 1. Oh, wait, hold on. The hell? Look at this. What the hell is going on, man? Look at this. So, okay, we have Henri talking about Blue Lock, whatever. So he has two guys on him, meaning he is stronger than the average player. Sure, he's not Kunigami or anything, but like, look, he has two players on him. Then he is actually dribbling, and he is good. He is good at the game. That's what I want to say. Like, people think he can't do anything but shoot directly. And I'm like, bro, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, he dribbled Chigiri. Yeah, that's true, actually. There is another instance of dribbling Chigiri as well, yeah. In Manshine, yeah. Where is it? I think it's towards the end, so 201. Yeah, no, I think it's before it. Right before it, so 200, maybe chapter 200. So they are going on the offense. He passes the ball, of course. Now, obviously, for example, he can't dribble past Kaiser and Ness at the same time. These are insane players I'm talking about here. So he passes the ball to Kurona. But like in a lot of instances, he can dribble no issue. Oh, wait. So Yuki comes here. So I think it's the chapter before it, right? Wait, where is it? Yeah, it's the chapter before it, no? Right at the goal. Okay. So let's go 2 chapters ahead. Or is it here? So Kaiser comes in. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, so we actually I was correct 201 and then I skipped it. So Chigiri comes, look at this. The guy stops the ball. He does a heel move and then look at Chigiri. The guy is on all fours. That's how crazy he is. People think like he can't do anything. He can only direct shot. No, that's not what the writer is trying to tell you. He is trying to tell you, for example, sure, he cannot dribble past Nagi here because Nagi is crazy like that, right? It's not because Isagi is weak or he can't do it. He can definitely do it, but But as you will see, the best option is to give it to Corona. Why keep the ball and give Nagy the time or give the whole team a time? And so this is the same with the volley. I feel like people saying that he can't do that, his physicality doesn't allow him, is just bullshit. And it's not even that crazy for him. If you remember, against Ubers, he actually did something similar. We go to, I think it's 234, yeah. Look at, and by the way, we'll talk about the defending here as well. Look at this. So Hiyori is dribbling whatever, and then Aiku so far is so close to Isiki, and he has been dominating him. But he did not expect this. He did not expect 2 Metavision to connect. And obviously 2 Metavision would beat 1. That's for sure. So like, as soon as Isigi moved, before Aiku had time to react, which is by the way a thing that it's always a disadvantage. It's always a disadvantage for a defender to react to a striker. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so for the, yeah, I get it. Like, I don't know why people think he can't dribble. I don't know. Like, they think a guy is dominating in this league and he can dribble. I don't know what to tell them. As I said, Isigi, by any other standards, is an insane player. That's what Blue Lock is about. They would have destroyed the U20 team if Sai wasn't with them. But they are not good enough for the world class, like for the highest of levels. That's why they have the NEL in order to elevate them. So when it comes to dribbling, I think he's, I don't know, he's good enough. Like he does the job. that's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't use it as a weapon, but when needs be, he can dribble. As to where he ranks, I don't know. He's definitely not with like Chigiri, Bachira, or like Lorenzo or Sai, but like I feel like he could be on like the likes of, I don't know who I should say. So I would say he is lower than Ness, of course. I don't know. Like he's not like I wouldn't say B plus. It's like, so the average is C. If you say the average is C, so hold on. So F is being bad. Okay, F is being bad. Okay, here. So if we say S tier are the likes of Lorenzo, Sai. Hey, Lux, what's up, man? Welcome. So if we say Lorenzo, Sai, and Chigiri, Bachira, those guys, Rin, those guys are S tier. Then I would say on A tier, I would have the likes of I would say Yuki is with them. I would say Yuki is an S tier when it comes to dribbling. Okay, in A tier, I would have the likes of Ness. They're not great at dribbling, but they have like a dribbling that fits with them. Yeah, exactly. He is on Charles's level. I think he is on Charles's. So yeah, B plus maybe. Yeah, I think B plus is good. So A tier is the likes of like Ness, maybe Barros dribbling, like lightning dribbling, Carasso with his hand placement, and then B tier is the likes of Isiki and Charles. They're not like they're not dribblers, but they are so insane. Nah, Yuki is definitely S tier. Yeah, S tier, Zach. Yuki is an S tier. I mean, especially at the end of the PXG game, he definitely... Yeah, Hiyori is an S. Hiyori is an easy S. At least Hiyori here in the Ubers game. Look at this. Look at this. And these are not fodder like Unazi or Kuso. Like, these are good like players. Nah, I say Hiyori is an S. No, I think when Naruhaya is saying, so an average in terms of Blue Lock, you could say like this. As I explained in the first chapter, Isigi was dribbling like crazy. However, in Blue Lock that doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. So you don't think Hiyori is an S? Maybe. So Hiyori is a bit weird, and I feel like the writer kind of dropped the ball completely with him. He joined this game, he was an S tier dribbler for sure. Then in the PXG game, he did nothing. He couldn't even dribble past Karasu. Like, Karasu stopped him so many times, it's not even funny. And I feel like the only way he was able to get past Karasu is to immediately pass. And so, yeah, maybe. So I think he's an A tier. Yeah, an A tier. Yeah, that's, Zoro actually says it the best. Uber's Hiyori is an S. Current Hiyori is no. Definitely no. So Rin is weird. I feel like his dribbling is more of dueling. He doesn't dribble with the ball. I feel like he duels the player physically and dribbling. So it's kind of a mix. Dribbling alone. I'll show you something. No, hold on. No, hold on. Let's open another tab. Read Blue Lock. I'll show you something. And you can tell me what do you think about it. So if we go to chapter 273. So Rin gets the ball, he starts wilding. Look at this. So these are three players. And he did not engage them physically whatsoever. So he engaged Corona here for sure. But then look at this. Look at this. So he gets the ball. They're trying to stop him. Three players, look at this. He turns. It's that easy for Rin. Now, Rin is an S tier. Now, people are saying, is it between him or Yuki in terms of dribbling? I say him, but like, as I said, it's kind of mixture between like dribbling and dueling. Yeah, now we're talking about Berserker Rin. Like, no one cares about regular Rin no more. Nah, Rin is definitely an S. If you see this and you don't think immediately an S tier, I don't know. Look at this. The guy had three players trying to stop him from one way. He turns like, nah, you're nothing to me. In any case, going back to Isigi and what he can do. So as I said, Aiku cannot react as fast as two players connecting. So he is 1 second late. And watch this, Aiku is so close to Isigi. Yet he is not able to stop him that Lorenzo needed to intervene. Aiku is so close, yet Isigi would shoot. Yeah, but for some reason, Kusu thinks that 4 meters away, like this, is enough to stop him. I don't know. I don't know, like this is such a bad defending. In any case, so Lorenzo comes, and here, this is what I keep talking about in his matchups. When he is on you, Lorenzo is an S tier, like he could destroy you. But when he lunges towards you like this, he leaves himself so open. Look at this. He lunges to stop the shot, Isigi flicks it. And by the way, look, he flicks the ball and goes to do a volley. He flicks the ball and goes to do well, it's a direct shot, not a volley. But like, this is not new for Isigi, to flick the ball and then shoot. It's not new whatsoever. I don't know why people think, and by the way, this is with his right hand. He flicks it with his lefty, and then he shoots with his right hand. Right foot. So here it was with his left. Look at this. And then here he does it with his right. So I don't know why people think they can't do it. I don't know. Yeah, he feints a lot, by the way. Yeah, he does a lot of feints. To gun to his okay. Yeah, NEL. Listen. NEL Aiku was definitely better than this. And by the way, Bachura's pass, if you think about it, Bachura's pass is something a lot of players reacted to. Look at this. 3 players tried to stop it, and Unazi and Kusu were on him. Hiyori's pass here is like on a whole different level. No one tried to even, no one thought about what he is going to do. Look, Hiyori lobbed it to like a place where Isigi is the only one who could reach. Even Aiku with Metavision couldn't. Yet look at this. Aiku is on him. He did not give him any space. Look. Yeah, these guys think that like give him space. I think he could do well. Hold on. Yeah, direct shots are technically volleys, but like here he jumped in the air. Which leads me to the only thing I don't like about this shot. And I feel like it's a perspective thing. It's not really. Look at this. His foot is on Unazi's like head. That's unrealistic. That's completely bullshit. Like if you remember Ronaldo's like So if you remember Ronaldo's highest jump. Look at his feet. They're not even on the head. So, but like for some reason, Isigi's feet are on Unazi's level. This is what I'm saying. It's like I think it's a perspective thing because Kuso is on the ground and he looks a lot closer to Obo and like Unazi's head. So I think it's a perspective thing. Nah, there is. Listen. Hiyori right now. I think in terms of just passing, in the U20 category, Ness, Charles, and Sai are the only players better than Hiyori. Ness, Charles, and Sai. No one else. And in all of the players we've seen, I would say Cavazos is number one. But then Sai, Charles, and Ness. Then comes Hiyori. No one does it better. Bachira is great, sure, but like he's not Hiyori. Come on. Yeah, vertical. Like, and by the way, hold on. Let's go to a chapter. Hold on. Let me go to a chapter. Shido and Kunigami at one point, they were flying. Like, they were like 50 feet in the air. Hold on. I think we've seen it earlier. It's 262. Look at this. They're like flying. Look at this. You don't do this. So, like, can you jump with your feet to 1.77 m, which is like what? Like 5'8"? Can you jump to that? I think it's 5'9". Yeah, can you jump? I don't think anyone could do. What do you mean Bachira did not move me? I think he is the MVP. Yeah, it's 5'8" maybe. I know he is a 1.77 m, yeah. Yeah, Bachira is definitely the MVP. He is like the best in this game. And watch this. If he does, like, if Isiki gets an interview after the game and not Bachira, we will riot. This is bullshit. Isiki had 1 assist and a goal, but Bachira had 1 goal and 3 assists. Yeah, I don't know. Look at this. There is another one. I think it's... is it here or... I think it's a little bit before. I think maybe it's 260. At the start of the volume, I think. Oh, come on. No, I think it's before. I don't remember. So Isiki scored in 267. Yeah, so I think... no, in 257. So I think it's here. 259. Oh, come on, stop. So he's trying to do something here, and what is it? No, this is the one where he misses. I don't remember where it was. There is this scene where Kunigami and like Shido jumped way higher than Kaiser's like level. They were flying. I'm trying to remember it. I think it's 260, I'm pretty sure, but 260 is like him remembering his father. Is it here? No, it's definitely not. So like 263 maybe? No, so 263 he already awakened. So maybe in like before Isiki scores 255. Hey Renf. What's up? Welcome to the live. Hold on. So Ness gives him. Yeah, I think this is the one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Shido. Like this is unrealistic. As I said, Ronaldo is an anomaly in jumping, and this is where he can get. But look, Kunigami and Shido are doing better for no reason. Look at this. And Kaiser is tall. Karasu too. They're tall people. So I don't know. I don't know what this is. By the way, look at this idiot. He thinks he has sexy chance. Look at this. Sexy. In any case, as I was saying, like doing these volleys and direct shots, they're not new to Isiki. He is agile to do these shots. I don't like the height thing, but as I said, it is Blue Lock and it is a perspective thing. So it doesn't mean anything. However, this is definitely adding a lot to his agility points. This is something I did not expect, but they gave him the space he needs, and he is a freedom type. So yeah. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, it is a perspective. Yeah, I did not even notice that. Yeah, Onaze looks taller than Obo, and he is a giant. Yeah, that's definitely true, yeah. Look at Bello, by the way. Look at this. Look at this dude. Yeah, so this was the game. So as I said, I think this is a 10 on a 10 chapter. Like it's perfection. It has a good lesson. So we are chatting about the chapter right here, and we are going to move to the predictions in a second. I was like explaining why people think Isigi can do shit like this, where he obviously could. And to put things into perspective, this is not crazy at all. I'll show you crazy. If you want to see crazy, go to like what Shido can do. What was it? Yeah, it was 127 or 128. His Dragon Drive. Yeah, so yeah, after it's this one. Look at this. Look at the way. Look, look at this. And by the way, this is a direct shot. He did not like. Look at this. Isigi actually turned, which is still impressive. But Isigi actually turned, while Shido, like, he shot, while his back is to the goal. Yeah, and by the way, I want to talk about something. A lot of people said that he can shoot from the penalty box now, because they've seen this line. I'm like, bro. I think people don't understand how small the penalty box is. It's 16 meters. And we've seen it's 16 meters. This is nothing. This is half the range of Baro and Ren. Baro and Ren have 30 meters range. This is nothing. Even if you go, hold on. In the previous chapter I was talking about, look at this. So right here, where was it? I remember yeah, I think it's the next chapter. Hold on. Wait, what? Yeah. Look what they are. They shot from here. They shot from, like, I don't know, this is what, like 18 meters? So this line here is 16, then 18 meters. And by the way, look at Aiko being late. In any case, so they shot from like 20 meters. No, not 20, 18 meters. I think Isigi himself showed us the limit in the FC Barca game. Hold on, give me a second. So 165. It was, yeah, 165 Noah scored. So I think it's this one. So it's talking. Oh, come on. So yeah, so he's talking about Kunigami and coordinating. Oh, sorry. He's talking about Kunigami. 255. What happens in 255? Shido. What did Shido do? Yeah, I am in 250. Yeah, he is jumping. Look at this. In any case, so yeah, they're playing whatever. Ness stops him. He tries to give it to Kaiser. And by the way, Kaiser would have scored here with the Kaiser impact. Just saying. So he is 29 meters, and he has no options. Literally no options. He cannot shoot. He could shoot, obviously, and he could get it to the goal, but anyone could stop it. And it happens, by the way. So Bachara stops it very easily. So this is 29 meters. This is way, way, way far from the goal. And so this line, which is, hold on, penalty box. Size, should say. Look at this. So the whole penalty box is like 18 yards, which is 16.5 meters. This is nothing. Like, this is not that far. Oh yeah, by the way, his supposed goal in the Manshine City game, before giving it to Yuki, he actually could have shot from the penalty box. And he was further to the left, so he definitely could shoot. I don't know why people say that his range increased or whatever. Hold on. So, was it here? No, it's definitely a few chapters after. Was it 203? Okay, yeah. So look at this. He is on the edge. Oh no, this is the smaller box. Oh, my bad. This is the smaller box. This is this one. This smaller box. Nah, never mind. By the way, look how close he is to the goal. He would destroy the goalkeeper with the shot here if it wasn't for Kaiser. Like, the goalkeeper should consider himself lucky that Isigi did not shoot here, because, like, even if you try to stop it, it would destroy you. In any case, so as I was saying, everything makes sense about this goal. As I said, even the height, it's a perspective thing. I think it is around 18 to 20 meters. That's his range. Wait, Shido fought Kaiser's dead for him. Yeah, in any case, so let's talk about the France versus England game. What do you guys think would happen? I think it's going to be a massacre, like 4-0, like another 4-0 or 3, or maybe even worse. Because this could be like another thing. So they are going to face England in the end. And England should defeat Nigeria for sure. But they both are going to lose to France. Right. So with both of them losing to France, I think they both need to win. Nah, it's definitely going to be more. They can't do just 2 goals. It's too low for me. 6-3 is fine. Because Loki is not that good of a defender. He doesn't... I mean, he defends sometimes, like against the Kaiser Impact free kick, but it's not his thing. It's not his thing. So 5-3, 6-3, I think that's fair. 5-2, yeah, around that. Now 3-2 is too low. Yeah, 3-2 is too low. So yeah, by the way, hold on, let me get the chapter. Oh no, let's keep this chapter. Let's move these. Let's go to chapter. It was 308. We're 307. No, I think it's 308. Yeah, so Nagi here. Burat Suta is talking to Nagi here. Whatever. So these are the teams. They win against Nigeria 4-0. No, 8-2 is too much. 8-2 is way too much. And I understand the writer did it before to hype up Nagi and Rio, but like 8-2 is way too much on this level. Because you need to hype the fact that England is the final obstacle to Japan so they can go to the next bracket. And they need to do it without Sai. Now 5-4 is too much. I think 5-2, 6-3 is fine. Yeah, at least, yeah, I think a difference of 3 goals is fine. Maybe England needs to score 1 or 2 goals. So maybe 5-1, 5-2, or 6-2, 6-3. Something like that. Yeah. And by the way, look at this. France, they had to give it like an entrance. France, look at this. They are going to destroy you. And Burat Suta's reaction says it all. He's so, like, he starts sweating. And you know, like, Aero Assassin, the YouTuber Aero Assassin, did an amazing video called, like, how sweat, what was it? I don't remember the video. How sweat scaling is correct. Yeah, so because he is sweating here, you know France is the real deal. You think, we're talking about France versus England. As I said, I think it needs to be a massacre. It needs to be another massacre. Because I feel like France against Japan, it's going to be a massacre. And I have a theory on who's going to score. So I think Shido and Baro will be the ones scoring for Japan when they go against France. Before we talk about Japan versus England, I think it's going to be like another 5-2 or like, I don't know, maybe 4-2 or 6-2 maybe, I don't know. But like the ones who are going to score against France, I feel like it's either Shido and Baro or only Shido. Because maybe Rin could score. I feel like they need to be humbled. They were way too easy, like they were way too at ease here. Like ECG is trash talking to Ego, like this is the level they reached. Look at this. He's trash talking to the man. Like, come on. Yeah, they need to tie in point difference with England. Yeah, so the winner advances. I don't want Japan to advance with like goals or shit or some shit like that. But like Sai did not go. Sai is not going to go through the Burat Suta thing. Like he is immediately selected. Bro, he can't bench him. Like, nah, he can't bench him. The guy stopped Onazi like what, 3 times now? And he scored a goal and has an assist. He can't bench him. Yeah, I like it. Rin and Shido. Maybe, you know what's going to happen? I think at first, France will destroy them. And then in order to get a lot more firepower, I think Shido would get in. And he would get the only 2 goals. I feel like that needs to happen. Or maybe Shido is being saved for the England game. However, let's actually move to the England game. So England loses miserably to France. Japan loses miserably to France. England dominates Nigeria and Japan dominates Nigeria. They are equal, they are evenly matched. So what do you guys think is the best scenario? I've seen someone say that they go to the penalty shootout, but I doubt it. Penalty shootouts don't have the same hype as scoring a last minute goal. Nah, so to win against Loki, he needs to play the whole U20 World Cups and face him in the finals. He needs a lot more weapons, and he can't do it right now. I don't feel like it. Yeah, Agi versus Shido. That's actually funny. I think Agi versus Aryu is going to be the real matchup. Oh shit! Actually, that's true. There are no penalty shootouts in the group stage. That's true. Yeah. So I think my theory is they are going to be 3-3, or maybe no. I think maybe England would be ahead, like 3-2, and like it's looking as if Japan cannot score, and I think the one who is going to tie the whole thing is going to be Baro, and then it will be Isiki scoring the final goal so they can advance in the next game. Either that or Baro tying the whole thing and then him scoring so they can advance. Bro, Tigres ACL. So actually this is something that got confirmed by the writer. Everyone will play and everyone will do something in this World Cups. By the way, so people trash a lot on Agi, but we are yet to see his true level. He never like played seriously. He was always playing for Nagi. So don't write him out just yet. Yeah, so Baro ties and then Isigi scores. Yeah. That would be like the U20 World Cups. But I feel like the reason I'm saying it like this because it's Baro's personality to break through a tough situation. And I feel like almost losing to England is the most tough situation they would be in. And so Baro coming in hot and doing his thing would be just perfect. Yeah, so if you don't like Isagi's winner, I think Ren, Shido, or Baro, maybe Rio could pull something off. Maybe, but I think what I am sure needs to happen, not sure, but what I need to see is Baro tying the score. Is Baro making it 3-3 or 2-2 or whatever the score is? So Baro ties the score, and then whoever scores the winner could be anyone. Because as I said, Baro's whole thing is winning through very harsh trials, and tying the whole thing is definitely the harshest trial, much like the U20 game. I don't know, Kira might. So my theory is Kira will present a different system than Isagi's. He would present maybe a different system that is as rational as Isigi, and be the total opposition to Isigi. So like, remember how Kaiser and Isigi systems were? It would be something like that. Because right now you can see that Rin is playing with Isigi no problem. And I mean like, that's Rin. Rin doesn't care unless it is about scoring. Oh, wait. That's actually true. Oh, I love that. I love this theory. So Baro ties everything and then Kunigami scores, becoming the hero. That would be, oh my god. That would actually be amazing. Bro, holy shit. This theory is fire. Yeah, so the rigid learner, the rigid learner Kira. Yeah, I would love to see Kunigami score the winner that would get them to the knockout stages. Maybe. So I don't know. So I feel like Baro scoring the winner should be left for when he faces Lorenzo. I think Baro needs the one to destroy Italy. That's why I don't want him to be the winner to score the winner here. Buratsu. Oh, that's actually an interesting idea, Zach. Yeah, that's actually cool. So like ego for, or maybe it doesn't need to be a problem or anything, like a trouble. Boratsuta might butt in and tell him to put his three players in, and and I understand ego has full creative control, but Boratsuta could do whatever. He still is the top guy. I don't know. I feel like listen. I feel like we shouldn't worry about Nagi. So as you all know, Ego definitely wants to use Sai. That's for sure. They cannot win it without Sai. But I think we shouldn't worry about Nagi. He definitely is playing. So it's all about Kira. I feel like if in order for Kira to succeed, he needs to at least try to dethrone Isagi. I mean, listen. So I don't know. I feel like an Italy match is just good because it's going to be a full-on defensive team. Because if you remember, in the Ubers wasn't a defensive, like it was a defensive team, but like their best defender, which was Lorenzo, excelled at being an attacking midfielder. So I don't know. Ubers, I feel like the writer did not know how to write a defensive team. It was like I feel like only Aiku was a true defender, and of course Lorenzo was keeping Kaiser on a leash. But I don't know. Lorenzo did so much on the offense. Look at this. If we go, this is the defender, by the way. Hold on, I think it's 226. 226. Bro, we already 100 chapters after the Ubers game. This is insane. Look at this. Look at this. He's destroying Kaiser completely. Look at this. This is a defender, by the way. Like, this is a defender. I don't know, like bro is doing a lot on the offense. And yeah, there is another feat where he destroys Kaiser and Isiki on offense. I think it's 233 maybe? Yeah, it is 233. Yeah, it's the one with Hiyori. Look at this. It's like Isiki and look at I love this panel, by the way. So Isiki and Kaiser with their metavision, they see that Lorenzo is sneaking behind Nico. And so Ness and what's his name? Raichi, yes, Ness and Raichi would not do anything here. So they try to go for Lorenzo, which is the right move, by the way. Look at this. He gives the ball to Lorenzo and tells him, not gonna happen. Look at this, the guy's singing. You fell for it. Like, bro, this is not a defender. This is a midfielder. Look at this. So, like, I don't know. Like, I need to see a full-on defensive team. So, actually, I have a theory. It's not Morocco. I feel like we might get Italy with another new Gen 11 CB next to Lorenzo. That would be insane. 2 CB. Yeah, Italy match needs to be a 2-1. I think it gets really it gets really bad if it is more than 2-1. And if they ever face Italy, I feel like Baru needs the one to be scoring the winner. But there is just no way about it. Baru needs to be the one. But if they don't face Italy, I'm fine. As I said, I really want a full-on defensive team, but like it's not really a requirement to anything. Oh, that's true, yeah. I really hope we see the brackets and the group stages, so we can at least know who scored what and like who is the top scorer and whatnot. So who do you like if you don't want them to play Italy? Who do you want them to play? That is actually, how do I say it? That is actually a good defensive team, because we're not going to get the same shit as this. Look at this. They don't even know how to defend. They're giving him all the space he needs. We need a good defensive team. By the way, let's go back to that chapter where it shows all the teams participating with the new Gen 11. What was it? 302 maybe? Nah, it's Nagi, so it's 301, I think. Nah, wait, when was it? Nagi, it's Nagi, yada yada yada. By the way, these has to be the worst chapters in Blue Lock. Like, I don't know. It just got a lot. Like, it just became too much for us. Yeah, oh shit. Netherlands is actually a great defensive team. If they, like, give us another Van Dijk. Like, a U20 Van Dijk, maybe. So Buratsuta is happy. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so here. So, oh shit, it's not like. So we have. Here's. I think the teams they are going to face in the bracket should be in here. So England, obviously, they will face it in the group stage. England and France, so they wouldn't face them again. Then we have Spain, Brazil. This is France. So Egypt and Germany. China, Morocco. So what? Oh, yeah, this is Netherlands, France, and Japan. So we have Japan, not France, the US. What am I saying? So I think, oh my God. I think, hold on. So how many games there will be in the brackets? So there are the final, the semifinals, the quarterfinals, the round of 16, and the round of 32. So 5 games. If we exclude Brazil, no, if we exclude England, France, they will face it in the finals. Yeah, there are a lot of teams, man. So we only can exclude England and Japan. This leaves us with 9 teams. Yeah, so the thing with the Nagi stuff is it got a little bit too much. Like 1, 2 chapters they were fine, but then, bro, I'm tired of seeing this man cry. Come on. I think they need to play the US just for fan service. Japanese people really like the US, so I think they are going to play the US. They must play it. So here are the 3 teams they will play for sure. It's the US, France, and Spain. I feel like these 3 teams need to. Wait. Yeah, 5 games. It is 5 games. So we have. I'm from Algeria. Yeah. So 5 games. Yeah, Algeria, which is Morocco's neighbor. So 5 games. We have the finals, which will be against France. The semifinals, which need to be against Spain. It needs to be Rin and Sai coming together to face Bunny. That needs to happen. And then the other 3 teams, I feel like we need to at least see Brazil. At least Brazil or Argentina. Those are like the most legendary countries in the World Cup. Like not World Cups, but like, overall they are the most legendary teams. So we need to see France in the finals, we need to see Spain in the semifinals, and I feel like maybe Brazil in the quarterfinals. Then the other 2 games, I feel like maybe we should see Kaiser again. What do you guys think? Do you want to see Kaiser? Maybe. Yeah, but like who would eliminate France? Who do you think would eliminate France if they don't play it again? Who would eliminate France? I don't think anyone could. Nah, they need to make it to the finals. Listen, if you think they would lose the finals, I get it. But like not making it to the finals, that would be bad. They really would be bad. Oh yeah, so you want to see Kaiser. So maybe Kaiser in the quarterfinals. My theory was always that Bunny is the one eliminating Kaiser. So they could build up the hype for Bunny. Yeah, Loki, listen, definitely. Listen, I think the finals need to be against France. That's for damn certain. Semifinals need to be against Spain. Thank you, bro. Got 3 ads at once. Listen, I don't know. I actually made them automatic. Like they are totally by YouTube. It's not me. I did not put a singular ad. Oh, maybe you know what? That's actually bad. Maybe we need to. Yeah, next time maybe we need to do the ads manually. What do you guys think? I think after like we could segment the stream. So we do it manually and then I show ads between the segments. That might be better, yeah. Oh, that's actually a great theory. Yeah, Japan reaching the finals and then losing due to Isagi's mistake. That would be insane, man. You know what? That would be this. Hold on. That would be the biggest letdown ever. That would be a correction to the biggest letdown ever. So remember after Baro's goal and Isigi wanted Hiyori? I think it's here, right? So ECG wants Hiyori. Look at what Noah tells them. What is it? Wait. Yeah, so very well. Okay, dim and dimmer. But if you fail, you're off the starting lineup. I like to be honest, I was so excited. I really wanted ECG to fail here. Not just because it's not because I wanted ECG to fail, but like I just wanted to see this. I wanted to see this and I wanted PXG to dominate until ECG joins again. But the writer did not go with this route. Oh, ECG doesn't pass and they lose. Oh shit, that would be insane too. The opposite of the first chapter. Like it kind of tells him you need to have a good decision. You need to sometimes shoot and sometimes pass. Especially if Rin is next to him, or maybe Baro, or someone with a great shooting ability, and he decides not to pass, and then they lose because of it. You know what? This actually leads me to another theory. Do you guys think the new Gen 11 goalkeeper would be in France? I think that would be the thing. I think he would be the only goalkeeper who would destroy, who would destroy strikers. I think he would be on Gagamaru's level or something. Nah, I don't know. Where would you put the goalkeeper? By the way, we still did not figure out who they should face in the brackets. As I said, we need France in the finals. Now, I think America, they are going to have another side. I think they are going to have another side with the US. So, as I said, France in the finals, Spain in the semifinals. In the quarterfinals, you guys want Germany. So, who do you want to see in the round of 16? Like the game before facing Kaiser. I don't know about a new Gen 11 defender in France. They don't need it. They don't really need it with Loki and Charles. If you remember, Charles was insane on defense. So in the group stages, it's always 3 games. Then in the knockout stages, it is going to be 5 games. So you think it's Brazil, then the US in the round of 32? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I don't know, maybe we should change Germany with China. What do you guys think? I think China and the US, judging by the fact that this is a Japanese manga, they love China and they love the US. So I think they're both going to be included. Oh yeah, another CDM like Carasso and Charles. That would be actually insane. You want to see Brazil? We don't know anything about Brazil, so I don't know if it is a good idea. China versus South Korea. That's actually good too. You know what? I feel like I need to see Bunny destroy Kaiser. I don't know. I feel like Germany needs to lose to Spain. That needs to happen. I don't know. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. So, you know what? No, but we can't have 5 teams because we need the final spot for France. You know what? I feel like maybe we shouldn't face Brazil and rather we should face Argentina. Because if you remember, Argentina won the U20, not the U20, won the World Cups in 2022. So I don't know. Maybe Argentina is better than Brazil for this case specifically. What do you guys think? Nah, bro. Kaiser scores 5. Nah. You know what? Nah. But listen. There is. Hold on. Let's see. I actually want to show you a chapter, guys. And you tell me what do you think. I think it's 180 or 182. I don't remember exactly, but it is around that. Not here. Not here. It is 180 then. What the hell? There is this whole. Hold on. Yeah, this one. There is this whole cover. I feel like Kaiser would do insanely in like the real World Cups, not here. Especially because he needs to sort things with Ness. They need like they need to, I don't know, do something here. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, Luna Real. Anyway, what do you guys think? By the way, this is not something. No, I don't know. Ah, god damn it. Let's keep it. Let's keep it as a fixed chapter as well. So where was it? 303. Yeah. So do you guys think these are the new Gen 11 teams? Like the teams of the new Gen 11? Look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we have Psy. We could have 2 here. We could have 1 here. One. No, we have Kaiser here. But here we don't have a new Gen 11 in France. Yeah, I am still on. It's like we don't have a new Gen 11 on France. We have Loki. I don't know if this means that these are all the teams the new Gen 11, because there is no guarantee. It's like we have 5 here and then 5 here. So, I mean, for the very least, we know Kaiser is German, we know Sai is Japanese, and we know Bunny is Spanish. Yeah. So, by the way, it says like plus all of the new Gen 11. Like it says as if plus, as if it's a different thing. It doesn't. Yeah, and by the way, it doesn't need to be 11 countries. We could have 2 from one country. No, I'm just saying that like France was shown and it is hyped because of Loki. It's not hyped because of a new Gen 11. Yeah, Spain they have Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Hold on. How for how long are we on? So an hour. Maybe we could go for like 20 minutes more, or I don't know. Yeah, but Nigeria wasn't shown here. Yeah, Nigeria isn't here. So here are the countries. We have Japan, the US, the Netherlands, Morocco, China, Germany, Egypt, France, England, Brazil, and Spain. No, oh, that's actually an interesting idea. We have another twins like the Wanama brothers. Yeah, that would actually be cool, don't you guys think? Like two, but where do they play? Like 2 midfielders or 2 wings? Yeah, 1 on each wing. Twins on the wings. That would actually be cool. Imagine 2 winners, yeah. Yeah, like Zach said, yeah. I love it. So hold on, let's see. Oh wait. This is not the Netherlands. This is Italy. I was completely incorrect. This is Italy. And they have Lorenzo, so if it is Italy, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think these countries like for sure have new Gen 11. I don't think. Maybe it is implied. I mean, definitely it is implied, but it's not confirmed. So, and here's a sexy pic of Henri. Like back, like similar in what regards? Yeah, but like he showed 11 flags, but look at this. France, he is showing Loki next to it. And we know who is like, and we know Loki is not a new Gen 11. Yeah, maybe. Nah, but like England gets. Oh, by the way, if that's we actually are going to know in the next game, because when we see England versus France, we would know if they have a new Gen 11 or not. Because if they don't, then this whole thing means nothing. Hold on, so similar to characters like, oh yeah, the Wanima brothers. Yeah. No, but like, the Wanima brothers were strikers, and we already have the new Gen 11 strikers. We need winners. I think a right wing and a left wing, and they are brothers and they work together. That would be insane, actually. Yeah, and so yeah, we will like everything will be told in maybe the next or the next chapter or the one after it, because we will tell we now we will tell we would know if England has a new Gen 11. If they do, then it kind of confirms this, but if they don't, it kind of does the opposite. I have Agi. Nah, Agi is not a new Gen 11, and it's listen. The new Gen 11 like get decided at the end of the year, which means we can't have one all of a sudden. Like Kaiser is the new Gen 11 until next year. Do you understand? Yeah, I know about the ads, guys. I will try to do them manually next time. Like I did it. I did them automatically because I did not know what to do, but I will try to do them manually next time. So bear with it. What chapter? Ooh, you know what? Yeah, please give me the chapter about Japan versus Germany. And for the prequel thing, I would really love it. You know, especially we get to see Noah versus Ego. Yeah. Oh, and also Snuffy and his friend. We need to see these two. Like these two stories need to happen. Oh, I read this. Okay, hold on. Let's read it. You know what? This was when I was really low on Blue Lock. I did not care about Blue Lock in these chapters whatsoever. In any case, so let's see. In phase 1, we selected 35 players out of 300. They just played against Japan U20 presentative team. And in phase 2, the Neo Egoist League, their number thinned to 23. It's finally time for phase 3, the U20 World Cups. Bro, just having Sendo here just hurts. Like, why not Shido? He was third. Why not Shido? I get Aiko, but why not Shido? Japan will host it. 64 countries will participate, the highest number ever. So this is the first time. Starting with Brazil, the soccer kingdom. France, the champion country, led by Loki. So led by Loki, who also fought in the Neo Egoist League. Then there is the German team with Michael Kaiser and England soccer's motherland. Spain, Italy, plus all of the new generation World 11 will be gathered together. Yeah, I don't think this means anything for the new Gen 11. In any case, these and other unknown foes will be faced by Blue Lock Japan. Oh shit. This kind of hints that they are going to face these teams. So Italy, Spain, England, which they will face, France, which they will face, Germany, and Brazil. Oh shit. That's actually a great hint. No, you're not. Oh, hold on. No. This is actually a great hint. So do you guys think... Oh shit. So it's going to be like this. So we already have England. Then... Yeah, I need the... I don't know. We'll do it later. But like, we already have... So like, we already have England. It's going to happen. And that's the same for France. But I feel like they are going to face France twice. Then we have Italy and Spain. So we have Italy, Spain, and France. That's 3 teams. Then Germany, 4 teams, and finally Brazil, 5 teams. Yeah, that's actually a great hint. Yeah, it's actually 5. Damn. Oh, I keep reading. Hold on. Our sights are set on one thing: total victory. Don't kid yourself. I'm God. Yeah. So it's not about it anymore. Oh, okay. So it carries on. So then, is it possible we'll get to see Loki versus Rin Itoshi, or Kaiser against Isagi Yoichi? Okay. We get to see Lorenzo and the... Oh yeah, so this kind of confirms it. We get to see Lorenzo and the new Gen 11... Yeah. Face off with the Blue Lock 11. Yeah, I guess... Holy shit. It's actually great observation. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I see you a lot on Discord, so thank you. Yeah, the U20 World Cups has primarily been viewed as the World Cup's little brother, a championship tournament for the world's best player younger than 20. But this time it's different. Thanks to the Neo Egoist League and Blue Lock TV, this generation has gathered top tier attention in all of soccer. You can think of the U20 World Cups being as much of a mega event as the main World Cups. This kind of makes me afraid that we are not going to get a main World Cup. But anyway, that's actually okay. So they are going to face England first. Then it's going to be either Italy. Oh no, then it's not in order, but like they are going to no actually. Oh shit. So they are going to face France, then England. This is in the group stage. Then they will face Kaiser, Italy, and Spain. Oh yeah, and Brazil. Then they will face France once more. That's actually great. Wait, who's? Of course, Giz TV is number one. Oh, but hold, man, this is such a great observation. In any case, so France is going to be in the finals, and Spain is going to be in the semifinals. I think in the quarterfinals it's going to be either Germany or Brazil, one of the two. Then in the round of 16, the other team, and finally the first team they will face after the group stage, it should be Italy, which I think there will be two new Gen 11 defenders on it. Yeah, that's actually a great observation, man. Thank you. Yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about next? Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or we should end the stream here? What do you guys think? Yeah, let's talk about that. I feel like we spoke a lot about it in the previous stream, but it is worth mentioning. So here's the thing. Let's see. Let's go home. Oh, I don't know if we. Yeah. So here's the thing. So Blue Lock first phase, which is the first, second, and third selection, was from chapter 1 and up. Wait, where was it? Yeah, and up to chapter 152, I think. It's 152 when they call. Wait, hold on. 152. When they call the Blue Lockers to come to Blue Lock for phase 2, which is the Neo Egoist League. Then phase 2, which was just one small arc, which is the Neo Egoist League, spanned from one. I say small, but sarcastic here. From 152 to like around 300. So another 150 chapters. Now here's the issue. The Neo Egoist League only had 4 matches and a small one with Nagi versus Bajiro. I would say, okay, so it had 5 chapters, whatever. It had 5 games, whatever, right? So yeah, we will predict France versus Japan in a second. Bro, Kuso marking Loki 4 meters away would be funny. The guy would not even see him. In any case, so as I said, the Neo Egoist League had 5 games, 2 small ones, the FC Barca and then Bachiro versus Nagi, and 3 big ones, and it had 150 chapters. The U20 World Cups, look at this. So the U20 World Cup starts from 303. Technically, it doesn't start until 311. Let's say this is a vacant arc, or like a small arc in between. So from 311, which we will see the training, right? Yeah, this is where we see the training, yeah. So 311. So the first game is immediately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chapters. The first game is 15 chapters. The Neo Egoist League's first game was actually 1 volume, which is 9 chapters. So immediately this arc, which would have, 5 games plus 3, which would have 8 games, which is almost double the NEL, and it has longer games. So this arc would be 300 chapters, no issue. This will extend from chapter 311 to 611. So, wait. What are you guys talking about? Oh yeah, we'll predict it in a second. Hold on. So, so as I said, the U20 World Cups will push Blue Lock to the 600 chapter. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, another 4 years maybe. Now then, if you want to have a Champions League arc, that would be like it would be practically the same tournament, maybe a little bit less. That would be like another 300 chapters. We are reaching 900. Then, if you want to do the real World Cups, we will get another 300 chapters. That's 1,020 chapters. That's 1,200 chapters. That's a lot. That's actually a lot. So I think after the U20 World Cups, we are going to get a time skip. Maybe we will get like, if you remember how we saw Rin finishing the Ubers, like Rin finishing Ubers and I can't speak, like Rin finishing Ubers and whatnot. I think something like that. Maybe we'll get a time skip like 1 to 2 volumes about like the time skip and what happened and how ECG or maybe another player won the UEFA Champions League, and then we will get to the real World Cups, which would make Blue Lock extend to like 900 chapters. That's still a lot, and I love it. By the way, I'm not complaining here. I would love for Blue Lock to be like more than 1,000 chapters for sure. Yeah, it could be. You know what? A spin-off manga would be good. A spin-off manga for like a spin-off manga for the UEFA Champions League would be amazing. Oh, yeah, kind of like what happened with Nagi, but we get to see the whole thing. And by the way, Blue Lock is making the guy a lot of money, so he is in no rush to end it. It's one of the most popular. It's one of the most popular shows ever. So let's talk about France versus Japan and let's predict. So the first comment I see is, will Loki score a hat trick? I think that needs to happen. I think they need to reach a point where they cannot physically stop Loki. If he wants to score, he can score. And so I feel like a hat trick from him would be amazing. And I feel like the game should end like 4-1, maybe 5-2, something like that. Maybe 5-3. And I feel like the one who should score, if it is 4-1 or 5-2, I think it should be only Shido. I feel like Shido is the only one who is able to crack France. What do you guys think? Yeah, maybe. No, you know what? A Champions League not from Rin's perspective, but rather from Barrow's perspective. Yeah, it would be better from Barrow's perspective. Oh no, you know what? You are actually right. From Rin, because Rin is like the whole thing with Sai and Real. Yeah, that would be good too. Now, Charles cannot score. I feel like he doesn't care. Maybe four goals for, yeah, maybe we'll have another striker in France. So Loki scores 4 and another. Why Shido? Because Shido is always the guy who scores no matter what. That's as simple as it gets. Like, ever since the beginning, no matter the level of the game, Shido will always find a way to score. Yeah, by the way, those absurd numbers. The guy has 88 at shooting. That's insane. It's true, yeah. So yeah, maybe he could. Yeah, maybe he could score. Maybe Loki scores 4 goals and Charles ends it with 1. Like even a midfielder is able to score. Then I feel like Shido should be the one to like score the 1 or 2 goals Japan could manage. Yeah, man, you know the shit talking Charles would do if he scores. The guy's always shit talking everyone, and then if he scores, he would do like he would rub it in their faces. That's true. Yeah, you know why freedom types always score first? It's because like as soon as the game starts, no one knows which is which, and no one knows where to go and something like that. So freedom types player always have a higher chance to score when the game starts. And then the more the game gets restrictive, the more a restrictive type also start to shine. Yeah, you know what? A fake pass would work because they will all expect that Loki could run to it. However, it turns out to be a shot. But nah, Loki cannot get injured. I think if Loki gets injured, the writer would have wasted one of the best characters ever. So, for the stats, they are all over the place. They don't make sense whatsoever in the NEL. Some make sense, like shooting, for example, but like most of them don't make sense. However, they are definitely a U20 category based. Because Kaiser, Kaiser being 98 overall is absurd. Like, I mean, he is way far behind Loki and Noah. So they can't be like 99 and 100. Also, the stats don't mean that much. They mean a lot for the physical things, but like they don't mean much. We have Prince with 100 stats, but like Noah is definitely better. You know, I don't know. You know what? Something that's actually interesting. I feel like maybe if not Shido is the one to score, maybe it's going to be Chigiri because he has enough speed to maybe do something against Loki. What do you guys think? Or maybe we get Zantetsu play with Shido and they score. Zantetsu, Karasu, and Shido, like they did in the PXG. I don't know. But I feel like we should end the stream here, guys. Like, I'm getting tired and I need to work on Rain versus Nagi because I'm postponing that video a lot. The problem is I am doing renovations on the new house I bought, so most of the times I'm not free. But I will try to do more live streams. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's like, because live streams are much easier, I get to just talk. But I will keep the videos coming. I just don't have enough time right now. However, I think that's all, yeah. So good night, guys. Take care. Yeah, you know what? Hold on, before I go. So about the jump-in matchup. First, I want to do something with Onazi since he is going home right now. So I want to do maybe Onazi versus Kunigami, like a hero versus hero, or maybe Onazi versus Charles. Then after it, I want to do freedom versus restriction, not close. Like all freedom type players versus all restrictive type players. Then we will do Shido versus Agi versus Ario versus Kunigami. It would be like a high flyers matchup. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Good night, guys. Take care.